This is VoxCrest Report. I'm Daniel. Tonight, Uganda is facing election fallout after President Yoweri Museveni was declared the winner of a seventh term, while the opposition rejects the result and internet restrictions have fueled a new wave of tension. Reporting says election authorities declared Museveni the winner with 71.6% of the vote. Opposition leader Bobi Wine was reported at 24.7%. Turnout was reported at about 52%, described as the lowest since Uganda's return to multi-party politics in 2006. Bobi Wine has rejected the results as fraudulent. Reporting describes allegations including ballot stuffing, intimidation, and claims that failures in biometric systems were followed by manual voting procedures in opposition areas. The security response has been a central part of the fallout. Reporting describes raids and restrictions around Bobi Wine's home after the vote. Wine said security forces stormed his home and that he fled to avoid arrest. Authorities denied detaining him but said restrictions were aimed at preventing unrest. Other reporting describes clashes between police and opposition supporters, with fatalities reported in the aftermath. Alongside the political dispute, there is the issue of internet restrictions. Multiple reports say Uganda ordered a nationwide internet blackout ahead of Election Day. Reporting says the Uganda Communications Commission told providers to shut down public internet connections starting at 6 p.m. local time on January 13. The justification described in reporting was to curb misinformation, disinformation, electoral fraud, and related risks. After the results, reporting says internet services were partially restored. But some reporting says social media remained blocked in at least some contexts. Rights groups and international observers strongly criticized the shutdown. Amnesty International called it a major attack on freedom of expression and access to information. Human Rights Watch criticized blanket shutdowns as violating rights and undermining election integrity. Reporting also cites the United Nations Human Rights Office, describing the restrictions as deeply worrying in the election context. The reason this matters is simple. When the internet goes dark, it becomes harder for citizens, parties, journalists, and observers to share evidence in real time. It also makes independent verification of irregularities and security incidents far more difficult. And in a disputed election, that lack of transparency can deepen mistrust and raise tensions. You're listening to VoxCrest Report. Subscribe for fast updates and I'll see you in the next report.